Hello everyone, my name is Wynand Fourie. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another React. And today we're gonna look at another Buy Me a Coffee request. Now this one is from Ultra Red, who is my top supporter at the moment. Thank you so much, Ultra Red. I appreciate you. And it reads, Hi Wynand, today's request is from three artists who together would be considered a modern day supergroup. Metal vocalist Poppy, Amy Lee, lead vocalist of Evanescence, and Courtney LaPlante, lead vocalist of Spirit Box. Let's go. Poppy, Amy Lee, and Courtney, I don't know how to say LaPlante, or just LaPlante. End of You. There we go. All right. So this is a music video. Let's check this out together, guys. Very excited. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm familiar with Evanescence. I don't know the other two artists, so we'll see what we find. Boom.
I toil in silence, don't know where my mind is, numb from the shock of it all. Cut myself open, but I wasn't broken. Tried to fix what wasn't wrong. Can you feel it taking over? I know I'm not alone. If I must go, the waves should drag me out. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gate for what I chose. Now you're tossing and turning, not pulling the plug on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me. How is that to know? Crystalline castles turn to dust in the palm of your hand. But I'm wide awake this time, burning down to find nothing inside. Can you feel it taking over? I feel it creeping in. I'm back at the edge again. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gate for what I chose. Now you're tossing and turning, pulling the plug on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me. The start of life for me. My innocence was blind, no one can finally see. The start of life for me. You make me feel so wide awake for good this time. You are an echo of a dream as it fades from my mind. Wide awake for good this time. I can finally let go of the shame as I claim my new life. Sing from a fractured lullaby, innocence draining from my eyes. All I wanted was stolen. I hate all that I believed. You're tossing and turning, pulling the plug on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me.
Wow, man. Damn, that was crazy. Supergroup indeed. That video was insane. That was some crazy production. Yeah. Damn, budget. They had a budget. They had a big ass budget for this. I quite like the setting. It's like, this like old school movie theater. And I don't know. I'm going to talk a little bit about the video first before I talk about the song. This is, like it feels like the song is about like the end of a relationship, or end of a maybe a toxic relationship, or because she's saying that the end of you is the start of me. So like, and I think what I like about this video, and kind of what I think what they're representing here is, like each of these girls are like in a room being filmed by this camera, and then you have this guy in a mask, or like in a, whose head is wrapped, watching them through that camera on like a big screen. And I feel like this could be alluring to, when you're in a relationship with someone who has like a specific idea or projection of you, and you start becoming that projection. You just start like kind of falling in line with everything that they expect you to be, because I don't know, there's manipulating you in some way, or like maybe it's an abusive relationship, but yeah, so you become this projection, that this thing that they're projecting onto you, and I feel like that's like the thing, like being seen through this lens of this person for such a long time, and then ending that relationship is finally like taking the power back, or like becoming yourself again, and yeah. And I think all three of these ladies are going through, I don't know if it's the same person. It kind of seems like it is the same person, but like each place is a little bit different as well, which is, and it's interesting when they cut to the lens that this person is watching them through. It goes to like black and white. It's almost like this like emotionless lack of color. It's not yeah, it's not like like the whole spectrum of color isn't there. It's like you just become this watered down version of yourself, and there's actually so much more going on. And then with this location, they also start like kind of bleeding into each other's locations, which is interesting. Breaking the mirror, breaking the pattern, breaking the image that they have of you, I guess. You can see the guy kind of looking like this is the script that he's created for the relationship, or for whatever it is. But then this location is pretty cool. A lot of times in I don't know, like movies or art, or like spiritual things, scriptures, the kind of checkered floor is sometimes a representation of the space between the material plane and the spiritual plane. And maybe this is, I don't know if that was intentional. It's also just a cool looking floor, I guess. It's kind of metal and gothic in a way, but I think it's kind of because of that, like that, like it's almost like either like the material plane or the spiritual plane, or like the waking world and the dream world, like breaking free of this dream delusional world that you found yourself in, and then like escaping, getting free, burning down that perception that you were holding on to, or that they were projecting onto you, and taking the power back. And then finally we have them kind of on the stage looking at him through their lens, or like through his own lens maybe, and they finally see him for what he is, or like for what he did to them. And these kind of feel like Chinese lanterns. Which is, I think, I'm trying to remember what the significance was of like the Chinese. There was like it's like a ritual. I don't know if it's like about letting go. I feel like it is in this case about letting go of certain parts of yourself, or certain parts that certain people, or some parts that someone kind of projected onto you. And I feel like this is a symbol of letting go of that relationship and taking back the power. So like they're standing on the stage and the stage is breaking apart, and it's just like, it's a powerful image, right? Like these three women just like singing and yeah, it's just powerful. It's a powerful image. And three like very gorgeous women as well. It's like, yeah, it's just like a powerhouse. What's going on with my sorry guys. Okay, so that was kind of the vibe I got from the video. I think it's very creative, and it's a very cool way to represent this whole thing, the message of the song. The song is like so cool. It's like such a cool sound that they've got going. Like her voice, Amy Lee's voice, is like, I feel like she's taking the lead on this one, and it's just like really, really powerful when she kicks into gear and she does those belts. It's really something that just like soars over the music. But then you have this kind of modern, almost djenty sound, like metal sound, like a very modern metal sound in the background. It's like really well produced. The guitar tones are crazy. There's some like electronic stuff happening in the background, and it's just, it feels so full and complete. And what I also like is, I think she's singing on her own. I don't think there's much backing vocals happening in the beginning.
It's what wasn't wrong. Can you feel it taking over? Just go the way you should drag me out. When every lie was kept so.
Okay, there is some harmonies happening, but I feel like that's her own voice. Where when Poppy comes in, there's some more harmony stuff happening, especially in the chorus. They start singing together, which is pretty cool. And it's like that section right there is so beautiful.
When every lie was kept so close, but mother gave for what I chose. Now your heart singing and turning, pouring the blood on the tree. I refuse to start a life for me.
I'm not sure, I think it might be Courtney doing the screams. Because it starts happening when she enters the story. These screams are crazy, man. Listen to this.
The sound of life for me. My innocence will blind, no one can finally see. The sound of life for me. You make me feel so wide awake for good this time. You are an echo of a dream as it fades from my mind. Wide awake for good this time. I can finally let go of the shame as I claim a new life.
And I think it's cool, like the way the vocals build throughout the song. As another singer enters, there's more layers, there's more vocal stuff going on, and they're all kind of singing together. And I think it just adds that power of community, and especially like I think in when it comes to like domestic abuse. I'm not sure if they're singing about that specifically, but I think when there is domestic abuse happening, like you need to have like people on your side and people you can turn to, you know, and other women that you can turn to, or other men. Depends on the abuse, but I think statistically it's mostly women experiencing this, you know. So yeah, and I feel like this the fact that their voices just keep like adding up and becoming more powerful and more like fuller, it's really adding to that feeling of community, you know. I don't know if I'm just talking out of my head, but yeah.
fractured lullaby, innocence straining from my eyes.
Fractured lullaby, innocence draining from my eyes.
All I wanted was stolen. I hate all that I believed. You're tossing and turning, appalling the flag on the tree. 'Cause the end of you is the start of life for me.
The end of you is the start of life for me. Damn. Wow. That was cool, man. That was cool. Thank you guys. Thank you, Ultra Red, for that. That was really powerful. Wow. I'm not like I know like one or two songs from Evanescence, but I don't know these other artists. Yeah, might be a worthwhile like rabbit hole, bunch of rabbit holes to go down. I don't know if they've done more songs together. Maybe. What is Sumerian? Is this the band that they formed together? Maybe. I don't know, but I'll subscribe. I'll like. And guys, if you enjoyed watching this and this crazy well-produced music video, please go and subscribe. And if you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you really want to support this channel and you want to make some reaction requests, you can head over to my Buy Me a Coffee account, where you can make a reaction request by entering a donation, entering your name, and making the request to any song or artist that you want me to check out, and I'll do it. So thanks, guys. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting me, and I'll see you guys for the next reaction. Okay, bye-bye.